Hello, 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 hello. Happy Thursday. We're almost I guess for some people it's Friday today for them because we're up on a holiday weekend, right? So, hello, welcome to Speaking of Curves. I am your host. I am your hostess with the mostest, Marie Dene. I'm the creator of the Curvy Fashionista, your plus size fashion resource destination. We started Speaking of Curves. You've never tuned into us before. We started Speaking of Curves to show love, to show support to our indie designers, retailers, boutique owners, influencers, all the small businesses that have really been like the backbone and the foundation of the plus size fashion community. And it's extremely important to me that we introduce to you and have conversations with different indie designers so that you can get to know them a little bit more intimately and learn how you can support them through this quarantine life that we're in, right? So today's guest, I'm really excited about. She is an edgy, bold, like innovative, like creative indie designer who her core is in plus, but she makes for all sizes. She specializes in a lot in custom design options, and she is new to TCF family. So do me a favor and welcome Miss Brittany Jade of Beautiphull. Now, thank you so much for joining us, Brittany.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And for those of you guys who are tuning in, like make sure you say hello. Make sure you guys share. If you have a friend who's been looking for some custom one-on-one, like one of a kind, innovative pieces, like she's gonna want to tune in. You gonna want to be here because these pieces, y'all, are like I've been doing this. TCF is about to turn 12 in December, and I don't think I've seen too many people. Like I could tell you that there are very few designers that I've seen that are like she's literally in her own lane, and I love it. So if you've been looking for edge and playfulness, and you're not afraid of celebrating and showing off your curves, Beautiphull is where it's at. So, Miss Brittany, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good. So is Florida treating you okay, girl? You over there in Fort Lauderdale?
Oh, it's a little hot, but we're managing over here.
Listen, the humidity definitely, like there's definitely been some. It's hot over here too, in the rain, and then the
Yeah.
sun, and then the humidity. Like for me, I'm like, give me, make it everything. We've got a lot of people saying hello already. We've got Arlisha and Pauletta, Cody, Michelle, Dawn, and Arnitra, Ahmed. Like, thank y'all. I said hello to Michelle, Yvonne. Like, hello, you guys. Thank you for jumping in and being first to say hey. So, okay, and Rashida too. I got y'all. So, tell me a little bit about Beautiphull. Like, how did you start it? When did you start, and why?
So, Beautiful is pretty much my baby. Beautiful pretty much started a long time ago. I would say over a little 10 years ago, I would say, where I started designing. So, let me start from the beginning. As a little girl, I've always just had a dream and a vision to always be a fashion designer. Always. People would come into the school career days and ask, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I was always the oddball to say, "I want to be a fashion designer." But of course, me as a little girl, you get those fashion designers don't make any money. They don't go
Those
anywhere.
dream killers.
The thing, yes, a few of those. But I just kept going and just started to just do what I wanted to do. So I started out with creating like I would say paint work type things where I would like paint on the jeans, paint on the shirts until I got my first machine, my first sewing machine.
Okay.
And once we started with our sewing machine, it was a go go. Just because started creating like things for me. Going into the regular malls and the regular plus size stores back then when I was a teenager, it was always hard to find something that was cute for a curvy girl like me. So I just didn't like it. So I said, you know what? I'm going to be that designer that puts the curvy edge back into these department stores. So ever since then, I just creating and trying to go as far as I can with it.
And you know what? I have to say, like, First of all, when you talk with the moment that you just mentioned, like going into the malls and not finding anything, like, do you remember that 579 store?
Yes.
I hated it. I could not. I would always walk past so pissed off because like I was never a 5 or a 7 or a 9.
No, me neither.
And I would just walk by being like, because they always had cute stuff in the window.
Yeah, for the smaller girls, yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
but now you have started this line, and it's really it's made to order pretty much, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Custom options. So
Yes.
you'll have images, you'll have looks. Like, do me a favor, let's go ahead and pull up like that one robe long mesh thing. Can we do that?
I have them laid out in 1 second.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the middle.
That one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this right here, these looks right here. Let's see, is it coming up? Oh, there we go. Like, these pieces are fire. Like, do me a favor, y'all, give her some love if you're seeing some pieces that, like, these things are definitely statement making pieces. This is what you do, Brittany. Like, yo, these are amazing. Like,
Thank you so much.
and this, is it a vest? This, like, you had like a black vest with like a mesh underneath. Is that, what is that?
That's like, it's my custom coat.
Oh,
That's my very first.
that,
And then it has mesh dress underneath it.
girl, these pieces are definitely statement, bold, like edge. Like, I haven't seen these. Like, this is so good.
Thank you.
You
I
ain't afraid
appreciate
of
it.
silhouettes. You're not afraid of color. You're not afraid of texture.
No.
So, like, when you're designing these pieces, like, can you tell us about, like, Natasha said she needs all of them. Arnisha said yes. I mean, someone said they want the neon green shirt, her favorite color. Natasha said that. Like,
Oh.
what goes into some of these, design elements?
There's a lot that goes into them. Once I get an idea, the feeling of what it is that I want to create, there's a process of actually illustrating it and then coming up with what colors we're going to use. So I'm not a seasoned designer. I don't go by seasons. I think it's because I just live in South Florida and it's always sunny here.
It's always the same season.
So I just create, upon, what's casual, what's extravagant casual whenever we're going out on a night or a town or a small party. So I tend to call it a casual, extravagant casual pieces, pretty much.
Extravagant casual pieces. Okay. So this is for the girl going to the grocery store looking like hella fly.
Yeah,
Right?
pretty much.
I mean, that's the only place we can go right now, right? Like, if we don't go to the grocery store, might as well shut it down. I'm just saying. So for those of you guys who are asking where they can get these pieces, like, this is beautiphull.com. So it's beauty and then Phull. Full,
Yeah.
right? So you got a little edge to it, right? Beautiphull.com. We will make sure we'll drop the link in the comments. But beautiphull.com is where you can get these pieces. But right now you're doing it on, so talk to them about if someone has like seen some stuff and they want to shop and support you, because right now, like with the Rona and quarantine, it's kind of impacted some things for you. So can you talk a little bit about your pivot and what you've been doing to, retail and sell and grow the business?
So during COVID, I found it pretty much easier to get virtually connected with different people and different clients. So I would post, pictures on my IG, and then I would have people actually inbox me about the garment to see if it's still available and what size it is. And then I would just package it up and ship it out like so, pretty much.
So if you guys heard her, she said that you can visit her on Instagram at Beautiphull, and we shared the link, but her Instagram is up on her site on the top corner. But you can like DM, and she's doing one of a kinds right now because you haven't relaunched your store yet. You're in the process of relaunching your store.
Yes. Online.
Online. So she's on. So you're in your studio right now,
Yes.
which is fancy because not every designer has a studio, girl. I'm just saying that's fancy. So right now, like you can shop the brand online at Beautiphull on via your Instagram.
Yeah, via Instagram, or they can also send an email as well too.
Okay. And is that just info?
Info@beautiphull.com.
Okay. So there are pieces that have literally taken your breath away. And for those of you guys who missed some of the pieces and you're coming back, you're just tuning in. We're here with the designer Brittany Jade of Beautiphull, and this is an indie designer who creates one of a kind, very architectural, innovative, like pieces that you just haven't seen. I'm just gonna say it. Like you haven't seen them very often, especially in plus. So you talk about some of your pivot. Like how has this transition been for you, especially as a creative and a business owner? Like how have you kind of navigated through it?
Well, with the whole pandemic, I would say one thing that I did learn was how to get virtually, connected, like network with people virtually. Is something that pretty much, helped me out during the pandemic. Okay, so we're not selling as many clothes. So let's see who we can connect with. Let's see who we can network with. Let's see who we can, send some pieces out to get a few photo shoots in. So we've been pretty busy during the whole, pandemic,
It's interesting because even though the world has slowed down and a lot of things stopped, I have found that a lot of entrepreneurs like yourself and creatives, we have ended up starting being busy in a whole different direction in a way that we probably hadn't even thought of, or it has kind of allowed for us to utilize other skills that end up making our business more well-rounded.
Yeah.
So for you, like you do custom. So what is the size range that you do most of your pieces in? And if someone falls outside of those, do you cater to them as well?
I do. So my size range, well, my clientele now size range is probably about between an 8 and a 22. But if there's anybody, under or over, I'm always open. I like challenges. There's nothing wrong with accepting, hey, there's something specific you want made. That's fine. Doesn't matter the body type. I got you.
See, so, so if you are a 32 girl and you're like, I need her pieces, like, don't shy away. Like, don't, like, that's one of the things I appreciate about a lot of indie designers is that even though they have a certain size range, some of the designers actually do custom, especially for, like, that 24 to 32 who often gets left out of the fashion element of pieces, right? So we appreciate you for that.
Yes.
We appreciate you for that. So,
more clients, who aren't afraid, to come out and say, hey, I'm willing to try. Let's see what we can design. I'm open.
Oh, I love it. So it's like a whole like experiment on both sides.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what's one piece of clothing that you have yet to do that you have been like wanting to do right now?
Let's see. The style of it, or like just the piece of it?
You know how you always have like that one, like, oh my gosh, I want to, like, you have it envisioned in your head, but you have yet put it to fabric you haven't yet made it, especially in plus.
I would say a trench coat.
Ooh. Now, would you do it in that same fabric, that like snakeskin, alligator-ish looking?
I would. Actually, I would. I would do different types.
Ooh.
Of just types of material.
Ooh, like a mesh and like animal texture, like how you do the multimedia.
Yeah, with the gold pins and the gold notches and.
Go for it, sis. Like don't hesitate. Like finding jackets. Jackets are hard, especially from the construction. They're like really involved, especially in plus because we got arms, we got bosoms.
Mm-hmm.
So the sizing can be a little bit of a challenge, but for you, like, would you say that your pieces skew more tailored and fitted or a little bit more relaxed?
I would say a bit more tailored and fitted, but they can be relaxed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like, you know, for me, I like one of my favorite pieces is the mesh. I don't know if it's a dress or if it's a top because old girl look a little short,
Yeah.
but it's a mesh.
Does she have the boots on?
She was sitting down and she had like a mesh fit and flare thing, like it looked like a fit and flare dress.
Oh, 3 layers. Yeah, that's like a top slash dress if you wanted to wear it like so. That's actually a scuba material.
Is it now? Because it was like see through, and I was like, that looks like it could be, but I would need a little bit more inches because I'm like 5'8", and I'm not trying to like. And if I wear a dress underneath, like I want to make sure I'm not showing my address and my phone number, like when I'm walking.
Yeah.
That's a cute one. So if you guys are just tuning in, we're here with Miss Brittany Jade of Beautiphull. She's an indie designer who has like some really great edge. Do me a favor, can we play those images again? Because we got you guys have to see some of these pieces and what she's working with. Like that's my dress right there. That's the one that she has over a sleeveless button up. Like
okay, the mesh one. Okay.
Yeah, like the mesh one. Yes, like these are like amazing pieces. Like if you haven't had a chance to check her out, she mentioned earlier, her pieces are available if you hit her up on Instagram, especially DMing on the pieces that you're asking about, because that's how you're able to right now get access to her pieces. Like that's one. That is, there it goes right there. Woot. And this like maxi dress situation, like these are fun pieces. Like I have to give it to you, sis. Like you're doing it. You're doing it. Now, will we see you like? What do you imagine yourself moving into manufactured pieces from your your designs?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've been doing a little research on mass production, just to see who has better prices.
I may have a connect for you. So when we get off, I'll make sure I connect you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Of course.
Yes.
It's all about sharing resources, right?
Yes.
Yes. So everyone's like, oh, wow, nice. They got like yes to the maxi dress. Hello, Tanny. Tanny said good morning.
Good morning.
Arlisha says, I love her vibe. So beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. There was another comment that I made sure I told you. Oh, Fabia said she is awesome, talented, humble, and creative. I love some Brittany. Do you know Fabia?
Yes. Hi.
I love it. And then Pauletta said, love them, so inspiring. Like Honey D. Brown said, awesome, loving these. So like you've got some new fans and friends, girl. Like,
thank you.
So this networking goal of yours, like keep it up. Because people want to see you. People want to know more about you. They want to see more of your pieces. So as we're talking about like your pivot, so for you it's about networking and getting people to know you and having more conversations. What has probably been like, if you could give some advice to different indie designers, like something that you've learned along the way in this process, that's something that you wish that you knew when you started?
Let me see. My favorite word would be perseverance. Because in this fashion industry and in the field, it gets very tough. And sometimes, I've had a few times where I just like, this just is not for me. I'm ready to throw in the towel and just quit. So I would just want to just, if I would have known that then when I first started out, to just be patient and have perseverance, I think it would have took me a little, longer than where I am now. It took me a while to understand and just to know, perseverance. Like, let's go. You can do it. Get to it. Let's go.
I have to say that that's one of the realest things. They always say it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. And we have these journeys, and oftentimes, like, social media has kind of given us, like, this microwave kind of, like, we're here. Like, kind of the idea of shortening down or condensing, like, the work and the process. And one thing that my uncle would always tell me is to trust the process. And so I can't tell you how many times I done, like, in my journey, been like, I quit. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, it happens, you kind of go through that. And I think the more that, you know, designers and entrepreneurs and business people talk about like how that journey is, like the more helpful and motivating it is to the other upcoming designers, and sometimes to the already established, because sometimes it can feel very isolating. Like, how do you navigate the isolation of it all?
I mean, I like the isolation sometimes.
She's like, I like the isolation.
But as far as like trying to, you know, get my work out, of course you can't be isolated. Like you have to grind. You have to, you know, do what you have to do to get you across the board. So me and isolation, we're friends, but we're not friends.
Like, I think one of the things for me, like, it's been really hard is like I'm used to being home and by myself and just like. But now that we are in a forced be home situation, like it makes it that much more challenging, because like it's one thing that I have elected to do something, but when I'm told, it feels a little bit more like, oh my gosh, I can't go nowhere. Like,
yeah.
Do you find that this is now, like, you know, have you been like cranking out different designs and options? Like, how have you utilized this for your benefit?
Well, I mean, of course I went into creating a few masks for, you know, the people on the front line, where I was giving away a few for free. So like during the isolation time, I just created masks pretty much just to help out, you know, from Beautiphull, just to see, you know, where it goes, to see who can help out. It gave me a really good opportunity to just create. So I did create, you know, a few garments and had a few photo shoots as well too.
Which pieces are those?
Yeah.
Which pieces are those? Which are the ones you just recently created?
So my Epitome line actually just came out last month. So those were the new creations that you're looking at with the mesh and everything, and the leather skirts with the mesh dress and the button ups. Those are the new that I was able to create during the tour.
So those are like the brand new pieces, that collection, like all the images we just shared.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now you have this fun shirt dress situation. Can you talk to us about how you did this shirt dress? Like, what was like the inspiration? It's like a white on one side, black on the other.
Oh, the button up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So that one was pretty much for I love button ups. I think they look very classy and then sexy at the same time. So what my idea was to just come up with a new look for it. So what I did was, let's make it a shirt dress.
Okay.
You know, if you wanted to pair with some shorts, if you wanted to pair it with some long jeans, even if you didn't want to wear anything under it, you'd probably wear some thigh-high boots to go with it. So I wanted to just create something casual, but like I said, extravagant at the same time.
I'm digging it. So what can we expect next from you? Like, how can we support you, an indie designer, like right now, to kind of help ensure that you kind of come out of this space like in confidence?
I mean, so I would say, you know, just say my name, spread the word, like Destiny's Child, spread the word, you know, let's do some networking, let's work together pretty much. There they need custom orders. If you have a brand photo shoot coming up and you would like to, you know, hold one of our pieces or rent one of our pieces, we're here.
You rent your pieces?
Yes, I do. Yes, they're
rented. Wait a minute. I'm going to need you to say that again and then talk us through that process, because not too many people do that.
Yeah. So, a lot of my design work, I have some that's like, you know, I would like to purchase it, but I'm only going to wear it one time type thing. So I do lend out my garments for rental purposes only, which comes with, you know, a whole sign. I need a garment bag, dry clean, everything like that pretty much. So we bring it out for special occasions, photo shoots, pretty much.
This is exciting. Because I don't think I know it, because, you know, and it makes sense because your pieces are a work of art in itself. They are statement pieces. They are pieces that you won't see the same person. Maybe there are some that you can wear different ways, but some of the pieces you have are definite, like, boom, and you know, you wear it and that's that time.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that you do offer rental options. Like, that's brilliant. So when your site launches again, like when you relaunch your site, will there be like a rental tab, or will it be like under the garment's name?
So it'll be like under, once you book your consultation, it'll ask you exactly what it is that you want, pretty much. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
We either, our renter service or our styling services, or just get a custom garment as well too.
That's amazing. So, oh my gosh, if you guys are just tuning in, like, we are here with Miss Brittany of Beautiphull, and we're learning about this indie designer who's based out of Fort Lauderdale, who is giving us like all the edge, all the boldness. Like, this is not for the shy girls. This is for the woman who loves to make a statement with her look every time she steps out the house. Like, for the unapologetic, like, edgy, like, especially that person who likes to wear pieces that nobody else is wearing. This is her, right? And it exists in Plus, and she does custom sizing. So don't worry if you are a 26 or 28 or 30 or 32. Like, holler at her, and she does custom options. Now, right now, she is you're able to purchase via Instagram, correct?
Yes, you can.
So do they like send you the picture that can you talk about like what is the best process for someone to like reach through? Because Miss Tanny Joy just said she's about to get all my coins. So she's hyped, I'm hyped. Like, can you explain to us like what that really looks like again for the Instagram options?
Yeah, so like I was saying, you can either post a pic to see which item you may want, and you can DM me, and I'll let you know what size it's in, and then we go from there as far as getting shipping, making sure it fits right and everything like that for you, make sure it's the correct size, because I do have each measurement on each garment. So if the clients do have their measurements, or if they don't, it's still fine. We can still ship it out to you.
Now, what about if I like something and it's not in my size? Like, what is that option then for me?
So for that, then we would have to do like a one-on-one consultation. So I do Zoom consultations, and I also do in-person consultations as well. So
listen, I'm always here for a
make
Zoom.
Sure
So Tanny's like real hyped because she was like, I need my boo Goody Howard to rock her pieces. Glad there is a rental option. Natasha's like, I'm hyped. Like, Honey said, rental, that's so amazing and a really good idea. You've got these girls excited. Sis, like, you've got these girls excited. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Now, do me a favor and let everyone... I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I appreciate your platform.
Oh, girl, like, this is what I'm here for, to really, like, introduce our readers to different designers, small business owners, how they can support. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's important because in the Plus space, it's the indie designers who push and set the tempo, right? And so you are really innovating and pushing things and pushing the envelope as far as you can take it, and I appreciate that. So do me a favor and tell everyone how we can find you.
Okay. So I am on Facebook and I am on Instagram, and my tags are at Beautiphull. That's BeauTiphull, and you can also find me on my website at www.beautiphull.com, or you can simply email me at info@beautiphull.com. Hey Brittany, love your pieces. How can I rent them? How can I purchase? How can I borrow? I'm here for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Like, girl, we're already at 30 minutes. Like, we've already like walked through and like had so much fun. We teased people the pieces that you have coming out. Like, it's fire. Okay, so thank you so much, Brittany, for joining us, because like I am excited to have learned even more about your business than I knew.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna stay in touch, sis. We're gonna stay in touch.
Absolutely. So, when your next photo shoot is, so I can send a garment.
I got you, sis. I got you. Like, I may have to do something specifically just for you. Like, I mean, My birthday is coming up, so maybe.
Hey, call
Just
me.
saying. So, for those of you guys who are here, like, thank you so much for joining us with our Speaking of Curves Facebook Live series. Today we featured Miss Brittany Jade of Beautiphull, indie designer who is definitely, like, one to watch and one to know and definitely one to keep your eye on. We come back every Tuesday and Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time, interviewing, featuring, and showcasing various small business owners, indie designers, indie business owners, influencers, people in the space that we need to support to make sure that, you know, after quarantine, after the Rona, that these businesses are still here, right? So make sure you guys join us every Tuesday and Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I will catch y'all next Tuesday. Have an amazing day. Bye.